today?
Great.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome, so glad. So, a little bit of recap. Last week, we talked about how to craft an argumentative essay. Actually, we introduced what an argumentative essay is and what it does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Sophia, please tell me what an argumentative essay is supposed to do.
Well, you're just supposed to argue a point and make other people see where you're coming from.
Right! That is great! Great summary. Thank you so much. As you already see, today I wrote on the board before I came in the word see and a pair of eyeballs because an effective argumentative essay helps your readers see your point of view and convince them to think the same way that you do. And the word see itself is an acronym that I want you guys to learn today. It stands for the 3 types of evidence that you can incorporate into your essay to make it a more appropriate and convincing piece of writing. So, the first letter S. What does it stand for? It stands for statistic. Lucas, can you give me an example of a statistics?
5% of my time is used brushing my teeth every day.
Wow, yeah, really good example. Thank you so much for sharing that information with us as well. So now we all know that Lucas spent that much time brushing his teeth. That is a great example of statistics. Statistics also can stand for data, graphs, any numbers that you use that can incorporate into your writing to convince your reader. So Noah is writing an essay about how the NFL actually hurt a lot of their football players. What kind of statistics can he include in his piece of writing? Yes, Ilya.
Number of injuries their players have during the season.
Great example. All right, looks like we're ready to move on to the next letter. E stands for example. An example can range from anything. It can be a news article that you read recently that found relevant. It could be a personal story, something you've heard about before. I'm writing an essay about the effects of global warming. I want to convince my reader that global warming is dangerous. Can somebody please give me an example that I can use from my head? Oh, Noah, yeah, go ahead.
Melting of sea ice caps.
Yes, melting of sea ice caps. That is a great example that I can use for my essay. Moving on, and polar bears. Moving on to the next E. Does anybody want to guess what the next E is? Yeah, you look very eager.
Evidence?
That is a great guess. However, I want to remind you a little bit that SEE are the 3 types of evidence that we can use to incorporate in the writing. So the last E would stand for expert opinion. Can somebody give me an expert in psychology?
Yes. Sigmund Freud.
Sigmund Freud, yes. How about an expert in physics?
Einstein.
Yes, Albert Einstein. Great. So as you're writing something and trying to convince your reader about it, it's always great and give you more credibility if you actually include the opinion of an expert who has a lot of knowledge in that field, who's read a lot, had a lot of experience in that field, and can help you convince your reader. So, in order to help us remember this concept, I created a little chant for us. So, repeat after me. SEE helps you see.
SEE helps you see.
SEE helps you see.
SEE helps you see.
And SEE stands for
Statistics, examples, expert opinions.
Right, anybody else has any questions?
Can you be considered an expert?
I don't think that I can be considered an expert because an expert is somebody who does a lot of research and has a lot of experience in their field. However, I do aspire to be an expert one day. But thank you for your question. All right, class dismissed.
Thank you.